Charlie Kirk Assassination, full story, suspect arrest, and national impact. On September 10, 2025, tragedy struck at Utah Valley University when conservative activist Charlie Kirk was shot and killed during a highly anticipated campus event. Kirk, who was only 31 years old, was at the very beginning of his American comeback tour, a series of nationwide appearances aimed at energizing conservative students and young voters. About 3,000 people had gathered in Orem, Utah, to hear him speak. The event began like any other, but it ended in shocking violence when a sniper opened fire from a rooftop across from the stage. One bullet struck Kirk in the neck. Despite being rushed to a nearby hospital, he died later that day. The news of his killing spread quickly across the country, prompting immediate responses from political figures, students, and media outlets. Many described it as one of the most significant acts of political violence in recent U.S. history, drawing comparisons to earlier moments when public figures were targeted for their views. For supporters, Kirk was more than just a political commentator. He was the founder of Turning Point USA, a highly influential conservative youth organization, and a figure whose speeches, media presence, and debates shaped the thinking of a generation. Within 48 hours, authorities identified and arrested a suspect. His name is Tyler James Robinson, a 22-year-old man from Utah. According to investigators, Robinson was spotted in surveillance footage and photos from the rooftop near the scene. A relative eventually recognized him and contacted law enforcement, leading to his capture. What solidified the case against him was DNA evidence. Investigators recovered a towel wrapped around the rifle used in the shooting, as well as a screwdriver left at the rooftop. Both items reportedly carried Robinson's DNA, directly tying him to the weapon. Robinson is now in custody, being held under special watch in a separate housing unit. Officials say he is receiving mental health evaluations, and he is expected to face capital murder charges. He has not cooperated with investigators, leaving many unanswered questions about his motives and planning. From what authorities have pieced together so far, Robinson appears to have held left-leaning or anti-fascist political views. Reports indicate he was radicalized online, consuming extremist content that framed Kirk as an enemy figure. Investigators also revealed that bullet casings and ammunition tied to the shooting had engravings referencing anti-fascist ideology and internet meme culture, suggesting that Robinson was influenced not only by politics, but also by digital subcultures. While these details point to ideological motives, investigators have not ruled out mental health issues, and the full picture remains incomplete. The assassination of Charlie Kirk immediately sparked nationwide debates about the state of political discourse and security in the United States. Leaders from both sides of the political spectrum condemned the attack, warning against the dangers of violent extremism. Utah's Governor Spencer Cox emphasized that the suspect had acted alone, but the incident highlighted how polarized rhetoric can escalate into deadly violence. For many observers, the shooting underscored the need for stronger security measures at public and political events, especially those involving polarizing figures. The personal impact of Kirk's death was felt most deeply by his family. His wife, Erica Kirk, broke her silence days later with an emotional statement. She thanked supporters and law enforcement for their help, but also shared the painful conversation she had with their young daughter. She told her that, "Daddy is on a work trip with Jesus," a line that resonated widely across social media as both heartbreaking and deeply personal. In the days following the shooting, vigils were held on college campuses and in cities across the country. Supporters lit candles, shared stories about Kirk's impact, and expressed concern for the future of free speech and open dialogue in America. Critics and supporters alike acknowledged that his death represented a turning point in how political divisions are expressed, moving from heated debates and protests into the frightening territory of violence. Looking forward, the case against Tyler Robinson is expected to be lengthy and closely watched. Prosecutors will seek to prove premeditation and ideological intent, which could make this one of the highest-profile trials in recent years. The defense, meanwhile, may focus on Robinson's mental state or argue against claims of political motivation. Until the trial begins, many questions remain unanswered. Why did he target Kirk specifically? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos.